In this video, I'm going to min-max Homeworld 3 to utterly break and just ruin the game by beating a 3-player game mode as just 1 player. We're going to take advantage of the artifact system and the new roguelike mode they've added to the game to make a couple of our ships into tiny mobile nuclear missiles to blow up the entire enemy fleet and profit from their horribly unfair deaths. This video has been sponsored by Gearbox, so if you check out the game and want to give it a try for yourself, you can click my link in the description. If you don't, you'll miss out on the thrilling story of the protagonist of these games, who's literally a woman named Space Karen. She's mainly known from the campaign of the first game, in which humanity is totally destroyed, but Space Karen sacrifices her body to save humanity and achieve Archotech's cyborg apotheosis, becoming the AI hive mind of the entire cosmos. In a sense, Space Karen does not simply ask to see the manager, but she becomes the manager of the entire universe. If you don't know, the Homeworld franchise is one of the most groundbreaking, fully 3D strategy RTS games. This one is in full 3D, so it uses cover, actual physics for determining missile damage, and overall, it's just a pretty sweet franchise if you've never played a 3D RTS before. So we've got 3 optional game modes in Homeworld 3 this time. There's the campaign, which is the story mode we could pick up, but it would be kind of a lot of exposition for right now, and I really do recommend you go back and play the Space Karen campaign from the first game to understand what's going on here. All you need to know right now is that I reserve the total and complete right during the entire playthrough to refer to any and all large vessels not as motherships, but Karen ships. There is a literal womb analogy as the ships are birthed out of the larger spaceships. Okay, but enough of that. Let's get on to the strategy. We're starting in on the War Games game mode. Okay, we have been pewed into the game world with our carrier, and we're about to just poop out 6 of these interceptor ships. Cool. Maybe most importantly, let's begin with our artifacts. We've got Recon Ranger pattern, which is pretty much what we're looking for right here. Increases recon damage by 200%, health and vision by 50%, and speed by 20, and then we get the Ranger upgrades on top of that, which are really good. Now, we're going to go for Aggression Ranger upgrades because this is going to improve our vision, which will also stack with more damage, so they just deal just crazy amounts of damage if we keep stacking these 2 along with one other perk that we get. So let's see if we can find any more of the like artifacts so that we could, yep, there we go, there's one right up there, and that will give us yet even more perks. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and just start producing a bunch of recon ship. Okay, we have our first objective. We have to move over our carrier to this position to escort some civilians. We'll just send over our entire military over there as well. Okay, now we've got the civilian fleet out now. We can just defend those with our recon ships and our carrier. Carrier will still be okay for this mission, but then after that, it becomes kind of like a liability, and we have to spend most of our time defending it. Ooh, another upgrade. I think just get more recon ships. Let's go ahead and get another artifact over there. Some of these are kind of hidden behind some of the objects. Cool. Look how fast our recon ships are. There they go. Get more upgrades. Yeah. I take out that thing, and wow, we're just melting everyone's HP already. Okay, we're going to go into the precision and aggression trees for the Ranger upgrades. So now these 2 will stack, but let's go ahead and take the aggression upgrade because I think it's just a little bit better, although they do take more damage. Basically, if one of these things gets hit, it's destroyed, but they're so cheap it doesn't really matter. Okay, cool. We got another upgrade, and there's yet another one over there. Okay, and we got Assault Frigate Berserker pattern. They will take more damage, but they'll be similar to our recon ships. And honestly, damage is everything in this game. Phil Swift would be right at home. Alright, we've finished off the objective. I think we've got a couple more of these things to gather up, but then after that we're out of this area. Let's just get a couple more upgrades. We've already got another 2. This one is also unfortunately irrelevant. Ion Cannon as sniper upgrade, though, is not too bad. Assault Frigate upgrades, that is not too bad. And cool, now we've got our first Assault Frigate. We're just gonna make a couple more of those, and then I think we'll leave, because we've got most of the resources. We just want to stay alive a little longer, so we can produce these ships and get off to a good head start in the next mission. Okay, I think it's time for us to get out of here. We've got about all the resources, and we just got one more upgrade. It was kind of useless, but whatever. Victory for Space Karen. All right, and we got the second location. This is actually a really cool area. It's like, it kind of looks like a big rock. I don't know what else to say. We've got a couple more assault frigates coming out. Now we have like an actual defense force for our primary carrier ship, and we can just send out these recon ships to do all of the damage, and then send the resource controllers most probably to their deaths. But it is what it is. Okay, so we've got our first upgrade. I will always take more Ranger aggression. So the basic plan here is just, let me zoom out to the tactical map, take our recon ships and just pew everyone to death, and then have the carrier slowly follow up. What is that? Oh, that's a resource ship. Have the carrier slowly follow up while all of the other assault frigates defend it because it's slow. In the meantime, we do all the fun stuff with our recon ships, which are now dealing 3 stacks of Ranger aggression, combined with... Didn't we have another thing? I thought we had stacked the vision upgrades, but apparently not yet. Okay, once we get the precision upgrade, we'll take that next, because that is also important. And we are harvesting more resources. That is good. Let's go get more salvage so that we can make these things even more powerful, because currently, I know it seems like a lot of damage, but it's still not enough. And it is tough. It is tough now. It is like an appropriate challenge for one man. Okay, I do like the Ranger aggression, but I also want my Berserker ships to have passive self-repair, because that's pretty good, right? So we'll take that. Okay, and then we get yet another one. I will just take more Ranger upgrades, because they're basically giant glass cannons now, so let's just live with that as their role. See, here goes our carrier. It's like right in the middle of danger, but it's totally fine because it's accompanied by these assault frigates. Yeah, okay, we're about to turn this into our own personal bullet hell game. Oh, wow, that's very good. Yeah, my rapid fire upgrades weren't really doing anything, but this is much, much, much better. Okay, good. So we've just pewed one of them, and we can still use all of our Ranger units to do their thing as well. We just need to capture this spire. Why don't you have anyone supporting you? Oh, because no one loves you. Because you're just the carrier. Just kidding, carrier. I love you very much. Okay, so our assault frigates are actually doing work now, and then... Oh no, all of our recon units are being horribly massacred. I mean, that is pretty much to be expected, but... Okay, cool. We've finally taken out enough enemies that we can now just decapture this point. That is good, because there is an incursion point somewhere around here. It's kind of like an ice cave, it looks like, except there's no ice, and it's not really even a cave, because we're just in the void of space. But it still feels cool. Oh wow, we actually already finished the entire mission. I did not intend to do that so fast. Let's go ahead and do more salvage operations, because I think there's more stuff to be had, as well as maybe some other type of upgrade. We'll just take one more of these artifacts right over here. Hopefully a good bonus. And we got nothing again. Oh well, we'll live with it. Our other upgrades are still pretty good. And I think that's pretty good. We've made over 10,000 resources. That's about what we need for this mission. Pretty good. Let's go to hyperspace. Another victory for the forces of space, Karen. Alright, and we are being pewed at last into one of the scarier final missions, but there is quite a lot of spam at the end of this mission. I'm just going to completely ignore all of the resources in this mission and go straight to... where is the enemy? There is the enemy carrier. Okay, this is a very squishy ship. I know it's large and it looks... bad, and it is bad, but we're just going to send our resource controllers to their most probable deaths, and maybe a few of these recon ships to take out whatever is over there. Good job. You will probably die, but then send the carrier maybe just far away or above everything, because this map is quite high. Yeah, there we go. Alright, most of you will die this time. Sorry, just... that's the way it is. Alright, as for the rest of our fleet, we are just going to basically poop on this carrier very quickly, because we have to get to the next part of this mission before the enemy gets a lot of reinforcements. And wow, look at that. God, I didn't even mean for our assault frigates to do quite this much damage, but yet here they are doing it, and that's pretty cool, I think. Let's go ahead and just continue replacing the ever-dying hordes of recon ships. In the meantime, whoa, look at that thing go. Take out the battle cruiser, because this thing has a lot of support, but if we get it on its own... For perspective, it has 390,000 HP. Each of these health bars is about the same as what we have. We have 60,000. This thing is really powerful, and it's like the last objective in the game, but there are so many other ships in this map that are just utterly useless to deal with, so just, yeah, send in the entire military that way, and cross your fingers and hope for the best. Because it's only one ship that we have to destroy, but it is a very strong one, or it just has a crap load of HP. There we go, 384, 383. Wow, we're actually doing a lot of work on this thing already. Wow, actually, we're doing great. For now. Send in the entire military and just ignore everyone else because, well, maybe this isn't such a great idea, but even so. Alright, they haven't taken out any of our frigates. I think this thing is just trying to yeet its way to— oh no, it's trying to go straight for our carrier. Oh, it's so menacing. Right, so we can use our carrier as a distraction. Actually, don't go that way, because you're kind of converging on its flight path. Go in the other direction. It's very scary, this thing. If it does get to us, well, it's still not even that strong. It's really just the combined force of all the other ships I'm more worried about. Let's take out a few of those for right now and just let it kind of fling around. Good. Let's also get just like a unit production boost because we're really going to need it right now. We just need to fling everything that we have from all of our stupid damage bonuses at this thing. Look, 260, 254, 250, 249. This is all those damage bonuses just stacking right here. Make sure that the carriers get the carrier away from this thing. Go, carrier, run for your life. It's so, like, set on killing it. Oh, man. Okay, now we make use of the incredible cover system to run away from the ship that has no brain, but just a lot of HP. Okay, cool. It doesn't know where I am anymore because I went behind cover, and oh god, here it comes. That's huge. That's the entire other... Oh god, why? Okay, just take out the other ships for a minute, because... so far, the battlecruiser hasn't done anything, and I am behind cover. I am safe again. Keep building recon ships. Don't stop. Just build as many as you possibly can. And here we go. We've taken out the rest of the enemy fleet. See how weak these other ships are compared to just how chunky this boy is? Okay, now just run all the way... just anywhere else. Over here, fine. Cool, looks like we've taken out most of the other enemy ships. Now it's just us and the battle cruiser alone again. Just ignore everyone else and everything else going on and fight that thing, because that thing is way more powerful. Alright, now we're just deleting its health bar again. Yeah, we're doing some work over there. Okay, now it's really getting ticked down. This is a 4-player game mode. So far, this is the only variety of ships that I've found that can make this happen. All of my other ships up until this point have sucked. Or just gotten me killed horribly, but unfortunately I do have to do the cowardly thing and run away, but, you know, cowards survive and reproduce. That's why I let all the recon ships do all the dying. Oh, it's so sad to watch the battle cruiser ship. Just, it can't get what it wanted. Sorry, battle cruiser. Alright, but that is the last mission, and that is just how powerful these recon and assault frigates are. Like, if left to their own devices, very, very good. And there it goes. Awesome. Alright, I guess we could try to secure that LZ because our carrier is just up here chilling. Alright, just stay up there and let the entire rest of the military go down. Really didn't even need any of the resources in this mission. Wow, look at that. We're even taking out down destroyers. These things are really powerful. 150k HP. Okay, I'm leaving while I still can. And Karen is totally self-actualized. I did it for space, Karen. That's all you need to know. Okay, and that gives us 2,500 XP. We did win War Games. Okay, so in conclusion, if you want to succeed in the War Games game mode, you really have two options. Either one, make friends and play the game normally while avoiding having to resort to all the horrible min-maxing and just running away like I did in this video. Or two, build recon ships with ranger and aggression bonuses to make them into tiny nuclear missiles, and assault frigates with the Berserker upgrade to make them into tanky bodyguards that do, honestly, a lot of damage. But hey, whichever one you pick, may Space Karen shed her divine blessings upon you. Anyway, big thanks once again to Gearbox for sponsoring this video. It does mean a lot to me. I think it's kind of cool. They're combining roguelike elements into an RTS game. I really do enjoy roguelikes. And if you want to see a full-length version of me trying out more of the strategies like this, go check out the VOD on my second channel. It'll be up there. As well as I would appreciate if you check out the game, details in the description. And as always, I'm Ambiguous Amphibian. A big thanks to my patrons who always ask to speak to the manager. Until next time.